Hi, everybody. It's Cindy, the Scrapologist. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to keep up with you guys today. um, as soon as I get a video, things are selling like within a couple of minutes. I don't even know what to say. Thank you. Um, gosh. So I had meant to do a video on I want to make a book out of this new digital kit in my shop, and before I could even get the get the video done, the kit is selling like hotcakes. So, gosh, I feel so honored, especially with this. This kit was a labor of love. I am not a digital graphic artist, so I had to learn how to do all of this, and um, I found this book and I just really wanted to share it with everybody. I think it makes a beautiful journal, and it took me about a month to do this. So the fact that you guys love it so much just makes all of my hard work worthwhile. And so I just want to start by saying thank you so much. So I want to give you an idea of what you can do with this kit. I'm actually going to make something for myself today. I'm excited. I have a garden and I want to start a garden journal. I have a little bit of a difficult gardening space because my craft studio is in a city environment, and not a lot of green space. So I want to take some pictures as to what worked, what didn't. I have some really weird sun issues. So the house sits like this. The sun rises here and goes around and sets, and my studio and garden are over here. So it makes it really, really difficult. So I'm excited to do this book for myself before the fall hits. We're actually going to get our first frost tonight, so I need to go out and put blankets on everything and take pictures before everything dies. So that's what I'm going to do today. I don't know if I'll get through the whole thing. I have dinner in the oven, and here's my timer. I have 19 minutes before this thing goes off, and then I have to go get my chicken out of the oven. So let me get going then. Anyway, this kit is just chock full of goodies, and let me quickly flip through and show you what's in the kit. Now, I don't have a great printer. Keep that in mind when you look at this. I did not have time to go to a professional printer or Staples or something like that to get this printed. But even on an inkjet, this is an inkjet, and it came out beautiful. I'm happy with it. But if you have a super duper printer, or you send it to Staples or something like that, this will just be just like the original, I would think. Hang on, my dog is Lily wants to get up on the Hey, Lily. She wants to get up on my chair. So the way that I designed this, I designed it to be like the original book. This is an illustrated seed and seed catalog for flowers and vegetables from 1883. And you can see that here, this darling little girl up here, 1883. And it's the same color and patina of the one that I found that I paid a lot of money for. This did not go cheap, but it was worth it. It was just too beautiful. I had to have it, and I had to share it. The book itself was almost in pristine condition. You can see a little blemish here, but we love those, right? So it measures 7.5 by 5. That's the size that your journal would be, and that's the size that this original book was. I kept it the same size. And here you have the front and the back cover. So if you just print it and fold it, there is the start of your journal already. Look at that. Look at the graphics on this. Seed potatoes, and it's from BK Bliss and Sons. There's stuff about bulbs on here, garden field and flower seeds. It's just, it's just so 1800s, back when they did things the right way, right? So here's what I have in the kit. I have the information on the listing down below. Um, where you can go to buy the kit, and it gives you more details because I can't remember how many sheets are here, but look at this. This is how many 8.5 by 11 sheets it prints out. Whoops, I think I have some other stuff in here that doesn't belong. I don't know. We'll see when we get to it. Sometimes I print on recycled paper. I didn't mean to do that for this kit, but evidently I did on this. But I know there's a lot of images on here. So there's the front and the back cover. Then I made some little mini file folders for you with tabs and some tags. Now, let me ask you, where else can you get a tag with asparagus on it? Nowhere but at the Scrapologist. And look at this gorgeous vintage image. You know, all these were hand drawn back then. And how cool is that? We're in the fall, getting into the fall season, and this is just beautiful. It says group of squashes, a French turban, a Hubbard, and we've got a little thing of insecticide here, and there were some colored images. You'll see a little bit of pink here too. There were some colored images in the little catalog. All these garden implements are so cool. Apparently you could buy all of these, so they're all numbered. And this is the back of somebody's safety manual. Personal fall arrest systems. I need to reprint this one. I didn't mean to print these on recycled paper. Sometimes it gets jammed in between other pieces of paper. This is your one of your pages that you can use for journaling. This is an actual order page from the book. It says vegetable seeds, what you purchased, what variety, how much it was. But this is perfect. What I'm going to use this for is what variety I planted, when I planted it. I'm going to put the date here, and then over here I'm going to put comments on how well the plant did. I'm also going to put the location too, in terms of where exactly I planted it. And again, this is just meant to go ahead and just fold it. Of course, you have to cut off the border, but just fold it in half and stick it in your journal. Why are half of these upside down? What did I do, I wonder? I don't know. Okay, so this was on the front. These were the first 2 pages of the journal, and we have a beautiful blue Library of Congress stamp here, and here's the date, January 12th, 1883, and flower seeds, and then there's a variety starting with A. Let me see if I can get it to focus better. Of all the different flower varieties that you could purchase back then. Now, there were 150 something pages in this manual, so I had to really pick and choose what to do. I had to just finally stop myself because I wanted to give you everything. So here's an example of another one of the pages in the book. So it continues on with the A's, but these 2 pages have images of the flowers themselves. Takes my camera forever. There we go. Takes it forever to focus. Oops, sorry. Okay, and again, all of these are meant, they're already sized, and you can just fold them and they're ready to go. Here's another. This was the order sheet from the catalog, and look at this beautiful bouquet of carnations. How gorgeous is that? There's 9 different kinds of carnations here, and it names them all, and it has little numbers. And again, you can fold it, and there are more pages. Now, for these ones that you can journal on and write on, of course, since it's a digital kit, you can print out as many of these as you want. So there's enough here to make an entire journal because you can print out multiples of these. And then I just gave you a myriad of images. I had to do some magic and extract these from the pages and digitally, and this is what I ended up with. So there's a variety of sizes of journaling cards. So here's some larger ones. Here's some smaller ones. I call these journaling cards because you can cut them out, back them, and then journal on them, but you can also print these onto, these are JPEGs, so you can print them onto coffee or tea stained paper as well. And these especially, these more sepia and black ones, well, even these colored ones, they look gorgeous when you print them on coffee stained paper. So I'm just going to flip through these quickly because the timer is running out. What have we got? Oh my goodness, 11 minutes? Where did the time go? Okay. These beautiful images. It's so cool to see the different implements that they used back then. Here we've got a hen and some eggs, a pyramid of eggs. I have a big old early Jersey cabbage here. Some wheat, some more farm implements. Love these onions, peas, and some flowers. Gorgeous. Oh, I guess I have duplicates of these, but that's okay. There's some larger ones and smaller ones. And then I made some tags. I think I showed these to you already. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. These aren't in the kit. These are in a different kit that I'm doing. This page, this one, and then I didn't do those. Okay. So everything I just showed you is in the kit. So it's a ton. It's a ton of stuff, enough to make an entire journal. So I wanted to show you really quickly in 9 minutes what I plan on doing with this. You can do a couple of things. Now, if I was selling this in my shop, I would do this differently because I really, really need things to last and be durable and 200% quality when I sell something in my shop. But for myself, and for something that I'm going to use out in my garden and stick in my back pocket and things like that, this is probably what I would do. I would probably, well, not probably. Um, this is not what I'm going to do, but I want to give you two ideas. So you can just take a file folder. I love file folders for junk journals, and I have a video in on how to make a cover out of a file folder. And the reason I love file folders is because it already has the spine there for you. And not only does it have the spine, but it has the lines already marked for where to sew in your signatures. So a file folder like this, if you get the same size that I have here, then you can put two signatures, sew two signatures in. Your lines are already there. How easy is that? So you could take your image, cut it out, and put it on a file folder, and then cut this out. I'll just do it really quickly. I'm feeling rushed because of my chicken now. Let's see. Okay. I have to cut off camera, sorry. We're having chicken tonight and tomatoes from the garden. Yum. Okay, so here's my file folder. I just cut it out to be, what is it again? 7.5. Oops, I forgot to cut that piece off. 7.5 by 5.5, I think I said. And I would just put this on there. You already have your spine there. And then here's the back. And voila, you have the makings of a gardening book. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so that's one idea. Here's what I'm going to do. I don't know why I decided to do this and not do the file folder, but this is just a piece of flimsy cardboard. For some reason, I'm just thinking that a soft cover lends itself better to this because I want to stick it in my pocket or, take it out to the garden with me. I didn't want a hardcover mini album kind of feel to it. So this is just a thin piece of cardboard. It's actually from a paper pack. It's the back. I save these. And I am going to cut this out and use it as my album cover. So let me get the right dimensions here and cut this off camera. I needed to fix that. That was bothering me. Okay, so this file folder, let me measure it for you, which is going to be the same as the chipboard. It's going to be 10 3/4 by, well, let's add a 1/2 inch. That way we'll have a 1/4 of an inch border. So I cut this too small. Let's do it at 11 1/4 by 8 1/2. Okay, so that's what you would cut your file folder out or chipboard. 8 1/4 by 11 1/2. Okay, and then I am going to score. Let's see how this worked out. At 5 5 3/4. 5 5 3/4. So we have a 3/4 inch spine, which is perfect for a smaller book. Okay, what did I do? See, I'm rushing, so now I did something. Now I did something funny. What did I do? Hold on. 11 3/4. Oh. Oh, that's right. No, I scored in the wrong spot. Sorry. I forgot we added a 1/2 inch. So we're going to score at, sorry about that. We're going to score at, is it 5 1/2 and 6 1/4? I believe. There we go. Okay. All right. So, okay. So because I'm a dork and I'm trying to rush, let me give you those measurements again. Okay. So this is 11 1/2, and you're going to score at 5 1/2 and 6 1/4. Okay. And there you have your little book with a little spine. Oh. I probably should have used this for a different theme. That's kind of cool. Anyway. Okay. No, I still did something wrong. Oh, I just folded this in the wrong place. Here and here. Because I have all these score lines now. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to do it now in the interest of time because now I only have 2 minutes. So here's my little cover, and I'm going to put this on here. I'll probably put some kind of paper on here first, something fall-like, or just stain it or something, because we have a little bit of a border going on here. But I'm going to decoupage um, with Mod Podge this whole cover. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this here. And then if you have paper down too, then your spine will be decorated as well. So I'm going to do that. And there's the start of the book. Oh, so beautiful. There's the back. Okay, and then here's the secret sauce. Here's what I bought. I got this watercolor pad at Walmart. It was only $5 or $4.95 or something like that. I got the extra large, and I'm going to make my interior pages with watercolor paper. It's nice and thick, and so it will do well if I get it wet or something in the garden. I want my book to be messy. That's okay with me, but I might want to draw in it. I might want to paint in it. I don't know. It's a garden journal, so I might want to sit out in my garden and draw a daisy. Who knows? I want this to be really versatile, and so I'm not using tea stain paper or something like that. I want to use the watercolor paper. And so I'm going to cut, I'll just show you an example of two. I didn't intend to do an entire tutorial today, just give you some ideas for this book. So let me cut these down. And we're cutting them down to 11.5 by 8.25. Ah, chicken's ready. It can wait a couple more minutes. 11.5 by 8.25. Okay. And then, so these are just slightly bigger than the images because I do want a border. But if you don't want a border, then size them accordingly. Take that extra ½ inch off. Oh, here's the other one. What's half of 11.5, you guys? Now I'm rushing. Let's see, 5 and 5 is 10. There we go, 5.25. No, 5.5. 10.5. Oh my goodness, 5.75. There we go. Math is not my forte. Okay, so you just fold them in half and burnish them. And make as many as you want, and then you're going to do them just like a regular junk journal and put them together like this. And where's my cover? Here, let's just pretend that I stuck this down. I'll do a better job on this later. Okay. And then I'm going to I totally did not. Oh. Keep forgetting about that ½ inch. Eek. All right, let's center that. Okay. All right. So then you're going to have all these beautiful watercolor papers in here, and you're going to punch holes and sew it through your spine just like you would a junk journal. And then you can take all these gorgeous images, such as this, and you can cut them down and paste them on. And then you have just this gorgeous, gorgeous garden journal. So that was kind of a rushed little thingy that I just did. I hope that wasn't too frustrating. If you have any questions, certainly let me know. Convo me down below or head on over to Facebook or my Etsy shop. But I think you get the gist. I think you get the gist of it, that this is going to make an absolutely gorgeous journal. And when I've actually finished this and done my journal, I'll do another YouTube video and show you how it turned out. But it's also the perfect size. It just fits really well in your hand too. So anyway, that's all I wanted to do. I've got to go get my chicken and out of the oven, feed my hubby and all the animals. And thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your support of how many of you purchased this kit today. I hope, well, I know that you're going to love it as much as I do. You just can't go wrong with this artistry from the 1800s. It's just beautiful. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.